everybody. Happy Wind Down Wednesday. I got Deyjah with me today. Say hey, Deyjah.
How y'all doing?
If y'all don't know Deyjah, I ain't even gonna do too much because y'all know Deyjah. So let's jump right into it. First of all, I'm gonna tell y'all now the sun is beaming on my face, so I'm gonna probably be looking like this the whole time. I might start sweating a little bit because it's hot.
So beauty.
But it's all good. It's Wind Down Wednesday, y'all. Got me a guest. We out in nature. I actually brought y'all to this park before, but I never been on this side. It's really no water over here, so I don't know why I'm over here, but it's all good. So I stopped and got us some gas station wines today, y'all. First of all, she's 21, so don't nobody say nothing to me. She's 21. If she want to gulp this down, goop, 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 she can. But she ain't going to, but she can.
Right.
So I got Pinot Grigio and Pink Moscato. Which one you want? You the guess.
No, I think you should choose because I've never had this one before.
I don't know if I've had either one of these.
Why don't you take a little sip of both?
What, you want me to mix it?
No.
She's gonna do Pinot Grigio. I'm gonna do Pink Moscato. And don't play with me. We might be in the park, but you know I brought the glasses. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to do this every week because these little things was $3 each.
A win is a win.
Cheers.
Clink.
Try your wine. That's the first thing.
Okay, I got you.
Ooh, this good.
It's not bad. I think it tastes like it'll get the job done.
Yeah.
I'm taking another little sip.
Yeah, this is good. If y'all hear stuff, like I don't know if y'all can hear them ducks right now, birds, whatever they are, just know we in nature.
Yours is sweet, right?
Mm-hmm. Why, yours sour?
Not really, no.
Is it sweet?
I mean, do you want to try it?
Is it dry? That's the word that they taught me. It's dry?
My lip gloss is right
I
there.
see, baby. Ugh.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I picked the right one. Today's topic, there go the parking man too. He might come over here. But I mean, shit, we give him $5. I asked y'all on Instagram, if you could tell your younger self anything, what would it be? If I could tell my younger self anything, I would tell my younger self a lot. I wouldn't change a lot, but I would, like, you know, just make sure that I would warn myself about a lot. Like, you could still do that, but this gonna happen. Or you can still do that, but you know, you're gonna be feeling like this. Like, I wouldn't change nothing that I did, but I would definitely warn myself. And I think that, nature is,
It's beautiful.
Y'all, my Wind Down Wednesday wall is almost done. Next week, we will be in there. I try to bring her ass to some nature. Nature is naturing. I don't like it. I would tell myself, first of all, my number one thing would be, because I came with one ready. My top one would be that you are good enough. Like, because I always know, and I've always known that I'm good at so much stuff, and I'm a good person, and I'm great, and I'm all these things, but like, it's a little hard when, if you don't feel like other people are feeling that way, or like noticing you for that, or you know what I mean, like, you're not getting the appreciation you feel like you should get. It could kind of take a toll on me, like kind of make me bounce back and be like, well, damn, what's wrong with me? Or you know, and there's nothing wrong with me. So I would tell my younger self, like, girl, it ain't you. Like, sometimes it's them, or sometimes it's whatever, or sometimes you just might not be for that situation, and that's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with you. You always good enough.
I love that.
My number two would be, don't let nobody show you how they feel about you more than twice. I'll say twice because last week we talked about second chances, and I did say I give second chances, and I still stick by that. So after the second chance, if you still showing me some crazy stuff, your ass gotta go. So I would tell my younger self, 2 chances, that's it, baby. Like, not 15 like you be giving, just 2. And I would say, girl, just be a vegan now. Just start now, because the meat gonna get faker and faker and faker, and it's gonna get harder and harder and harder to quit, and you gonna love it. But just be a vegan now from young. Like, you're not even gonna think about that when you get older, and you're gonna be fine as hell because you're a vegan.
What? You're not even vegan right now.
Girl, but most days I'm at least a pescatarian. See? Damn, it's hot. If you can tell your younger self, yeah, but if I take it off, then it's gonna be all bra straps and just not looking cute. And
I got you.
I wasn't planning for it to be 95 degrees out here. We had to switch sides because the sun is beaming. Okay, like, I didn't know summertime started already.
I'm crying.
It's hot
over spring.
because it's shit. The weather skipped over spring. It's hot as hell out here. Okay, Deyjah, your top 3 things you would tell your younger self if you could go back and tell her something.
Okay, so number 1, I would tell her that although you feel other people do not see you how they might see your siblings or other people around you. As long as you see yourself, then that's all that matters. You might feel misunderstood, but as long as you understand yourself and who you are as a person, then that's all that matters.
That's a good one. I wish I said that because I don't know if it's just me or Aquarius period or like I don't know because yeah, or maybe it's the air sign thing because you just said it, but like I've been misunderstood my whole life, literally, like to the point where I'm just used to it, but it's like it still be messing with you sometimes, like dang, I'm really trying to like explain to you why I'm thinking like this or feeling like this, and you just don't get it,
especially when you're somebody that understands like everybody.
So I would say that too, like girl, as long as you understand yourself, like don't keep even trying to get people to understand you that just don't. It's okay. The right people going to.
We all. You love that line.
It's almost gone.
My second one, I feel like a lot of people won't agree with me on this because we all have different perspectives of life or how life was before we got here. But I would kind of remind my younger self that everything that's going to come with your life, whether it's who your parents are, the lessons you'll learn in this lifetime, what your purpose or purposes are, you chose it. However, as soon as we get here, it's like, oh my God, like what am I here for? Who am I? What am I supposed to be doing? You might be looking at other people's journeys and comparing it to yours. I would tell her, just don't even do that. Like, you chose this for a reason, and you chose it because it was right for you. So you didn't make a mistake. But that's more so from like a spiritual aspect.
I like that. That's very true. I might go ask her, like, girl, I might want to ask, like, why did you choose that? Like, we could have chose this. Why you chose that?
It's lessons for you to learn.
It's for a reason. She's right.
Not she's right.
She's right. This is a fucking wise. Have y'all ever seen Pocahontas with the big wise tree? Have you ever seen Pocahontas?
I haven't seen it since I was literally like 3 or 4.
Well, so you don't remember like the big wise tree?
I don't.
She's like the big wise tree on Pocahontas. It's just a tree that's just wise as hell. And that's where Pocahontas goes to get all her, like, you know, her advice. Yeah. To the tree. That's
Damn.
And we in nature, man. I knew that this would be good for you.
I'm crying. Although growing up, you did not really like have people around you that kind of, what am I trying to say? Like boosted my self-esteem, like
gassed you up.
Not even gassed me up, but just like, okay, when I have kids, I'm gonna like feed them affirmations and stuff, just so that they have that confidence from a young age. Yeah. Although I did not really receive that until it was time to receive it. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's never too late to start doing it for yourself. Like, don't wait on other people to do it for you, I guess.
That's true. I never, ever, ever did any kind of positive affirmations, nothing until I got my heart broke. And I would literally be like sad trying to go to sleep and I couldn't fall asleep. And I'm like, what the fuck can I do to just fall asleep and turn my brain off? Yeah. And I forget who it could have been. You. It was somebody told me to turn on, like, go to YouTube and turn on positive affirmations and go to sleep to that. And so even when you're asleep, it's like registering in your brain still. It's like getting deep in that level of whatever consciousness. They about to tell us that we didn't pay to park yet, y'all, so we're gonna be right back.
No, that's cost $5 to park here.
Okay, do we pay you?
You can pay at the kiosk, and also you can't have alcohol here.
Okay.
About that,
no, okay, cool. Thank you.
It's okay, thank you so much.
So I'm about to finish this now.
Bro, you're crazy. Just pour that shit back in.
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm not gonna fit it. I'm not gonna.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't believe I just did that.
Yeah, I don't think you should have done that.
That wine is delicious. Y'all, we gonna be right back. We gotta figure this out. We gonna be right back. We back. And we got some company this time.
Jay, get your cousins. No, I'm just kidding.
We had to pay to park, y'all. I think we have some good things to tell our younger selves. Let's see what y'all are talking about. You know how this goes.
So I'll let you go first, just so I can have it.
All right. Y'all, this is the last time I'm bringing y'all out in nature.
I'm crying.
Some things that y'all would tell your younger self if you could go back and do it. Just to be confident in yourself. These boys don't mean you no good. Focus on you more. I definitely agree. I would definitely tell myself to focus on you. Focus on you is always a good answer. I feel like the only way that you could be the best you and even show up for other people is to focus on you first and make sure you all the way there, make sure you all the way good. And if you comfortable and cool with yourself, of course you're gonna be comfortable and cool with everybody else.
Let it out. It's better to let it out than to keep it in. I agree with that. I think that a lot of people feel like, you know, showing your emotions, especially if you weren't taught how to be emotionally mature or intelligent at a young age. We kind of feel like showing our emotions might be equivalent to being weak, or it might come off as us being too aggressive, but
Or soft, or like just negative stuff.
Exactly. So it's like, you know, it is better to let it out than to keep it in. Crying is a release, so that's always good. It's a cleanse for the soul. So yeah, I agree with that.
I agree. Crying, I used to feel like, I still hate crying. Like, I hate when I feel that feeling like, dang girl, you gotta cry. But it is such a release. Like, if you have that feeling and you gotta let it out, let it out. Like, ain't no point in holding it back. If you hold it back, it's eventually gonna come out. So you might as well let it out now while it's small, because it's gonna come out.
You don't want it to like build up, because like if it starts to build up and you're holding everything in, when it comes out, are you scared? I mean, what are you doing? Stop, Jade. No, she's definitely tipsy, because I would never do something like that.
They too damn loud. Believe that you deserve the absolute best. Never settle and say no. Don't be no pushover. Yes. Pushovers get used in this lifetime. Pushovers, it's a good thing to have a kind heart. It's a good thing to be a good person. But you have to have boundaries with that these days, because people will take advantage of that. They will see that you're a good person and run you over until you're a bad person. You know what I mean? Like,
And then try to act confused when, what you doing? Like,
yeah, and then
you know
try
you
to play
was like
victim. And it's like, nah, you turn me into, don't let nobody do nothing to turn you into a person that you aren't, you know? So you deserve the best. Always believe that. Never settle. You know what you want. If you know what you want and you know who you are, you know how to get it, do that. Don't settle. Even if something over here is looking good, but it's not what you want, you know that that's not what you want, so why settle? Don't do that.
Don't do that.
And don't be no pushover, because just a life as a pushover is just not good. Like, you're gonna eventually feel like, damn, everybody's using me, nobody like me for real, everybody just walk all over me. And it's like, why? If you could just lay down the law now, like set those boundaries now, do it. Do it from young. Don't play with me. The first time somebody disrespects you or do anything you don't like, check it.
I agree with that. That was a very good answer. I like
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
It ain't on you. It's you. You're an air sign. You know you're very intellectual.
Yeah, I love that.
I don't need other people to make myself feel whole. Self-love is so important. Yes, I definitely think that it's always important to, I feel like we've been saying this the whole video, but just to know who you are as a person, and to show up as your authentic self. Whoever agrees or disagrees with that, it's not on you. So you don't need any outside sources to feel whole.
Yeah, and it's like, the older I get, the more I realize who you are, there really is people for you. There really is something for you.
sure.
Like, even the most weird, not weird, I'll say different from me, don't mean you weird. The most different people that are obsessed with freaking Star Wars and eat grapes for dinner and freaking, like, I don't know, you know, just like weird, different stuff. There's somebody like them too. They find they people, like, you know what I mean? They have their friends, they have their folks. There's a conference every year in Atlanta downtown for, like, I think it's called Comic-Con, but it's like adults dressed up as like Pokemons and stuff.
Yeah,
and
my
it's
sister
just
just
like,
went to that.
yeah, see, there's people for everybody. So even if you think that you just are unique or different or something, it's people like you.
Yeah.
So keep being you, and the people that's for you is gonna come.
Exactly.
We're gonna keep saying that in this video, because that really is what it is.
Hey, that's the message of the day.
Yeah, be you. Do you, and the people that's for you and the things that are for you are gonna be for you. Don't be afraid to speak up, ask questions, do what makes you happy, not others. Yes. I feel like everybody's answers low-key align with, like, do what's best for you. You know what I mean? It's all gonna be back to, like, yourself, sticking to yourself. And I feel like that's a message too. Like, we're all adults and we're all answering this question and we're all saying the same thing. So maybe that really is an important thing that we need to teach our kids and our things from younger. Just stay true to yourself, because this world will try to change you, and it will change you if you let it. So
It'll
just
even box you in.
Yeah, it'll box you in.
Everybody else.
It'll make you feel, if you don't want to be boxed in, it'll make you feel like something's wrong with you. It ain't nothing wrong with you.
Right.
Just stick to being you. I promise you. And the world is gonna be lit.
Not in the world, it's gonna be lit.
I mean, the world for you is gonna be lit.
Ask
lit.
questions is good too. I think it's always good to be. I think children in general, they're always like very inquisitive. So I think that's always a good quality. Not even quality, but it's always good to ask questions so that you can be more aware.
I went to Montessori school. I don't know if did you go to Montessori school?
What the hell is
No,
that?
because then your school would be called Montessori. I went to Montessori elementary school. It's like a different school where like they teach you different. So like in Montessori school, they always taught me like, don't take, if somebody tell you something, don't take that for what it is. You can ask, why is it like that? Like if somebody tells you you can't go right there, or the sky is green, you can say why. Like you don't just have to accept that answer for what it is. So ask questions. If it's something that you're not feeling right about it, or you want to know something more about it, ask the question.
I know that word. They're not gonna listen to you.
He did.
Just go to me.
Leave your hearts pure. Yeah. That I feel like is a big part of staying true to yourself. Your heart gets unpure because it's like you let outside factors get to you. You know, you
Heartbreak.
heartbreaks, you let the world, just things that happen in life get to you so much to the point where your heart is not so pure anymore. Or it don't feel like it, at least. Don't let the world get you down. This world that we live in, y'all, is messed up. Like, it's so much always going on. Constantly, everywhere, for everybody. If we were to let it get to us for real, like, we would all be messed up. Mind you, this world got a lot of healing to do. A lot of us are messed up. But if we were all to really like succumb to it, this world would be fucked up. Like, just chaos everywhere.
Right, more than what's already
More than what
on.
it is. Like, this world is messed up. Don't let it get to you. Keep that pure heart, because that's needed in this world. And it's gonna work out for you in the end with that pure heart. Like, it might seem like it's hard. It might seem like, dang, whatever.
Nobody appreciates me or acknowledges me.
Keep holding on to that pure heart you got. I promise you it's gonna work out in the end. Y'all keep telling me that. Y'all keep telling her that. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out for us in the end, y'all. This heart ain't pure for no reason.
Right. We chose this heart.
We chose this heart. Oh, this is a good one. Love who loves you. That's a good one, because just because you might like somebody, or you might feel like, even if y'all are cool, you know what I mean? And this is friend, relationship, anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Even if you are on good terms with somebody, you might mess with them more than they do you. You know what I mean? And you have to realize that. You have to realize the power in like everything being mutual, or reciprocity. Is that right?
Yeah.
Reciprocity. You can love somebody all you want. Love, love, love. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. But if they're not pouring that back into you, you're going to feel the short end of that, you know?
I agree with that.
Yeah, Deyjah's going to say, because this girl pours love into everybody.
Yes, because like, I don't know. I think from what I just read, like, I feel like they're trying to... Okay, let me just break it down like this. So I think it's always important to acknowledge who acknowledges you. Those who support you, those who genuinely show you love without expecting anything in return. That's always important. But me, I just feel like,
You do it regardless.
yeah, because that's
Which
just
is
a part of my
cool.
purpose. I'm
Yeah.
supposed to be a safe space for everyone.
Yeah, which is great. But just don't let people like use that to their advantage. Like, don't let them
Run
use and
over
abuse you. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's cool to...
I said.
Yeah, it's cool to keep your pure heart. That's a part of keeping your heart. Like, don't treat people how they treat you. If they treat you bad, that don't mean you got to treat them bad.
Exactly.
But don't keep treating them like no king or no queen, and they treating you like a peasant. Like, you don't have to treat them like a peasant back, but maybe you just don't have to treat them...
Know when enough is enough.
Know when enough is enough. Maybe you don't need to treat them like nothing, you know? So
Right.
just know your boundaries and stand tall on them. Set those boundaries
exactly.
and don't play about them, because people gonna try to play with them.
No, for real. Gotta always reinforce them.
And whoever gotta go, because guess what? Unless you're a twin, you came into this world by yourself, we're gonna leave by ourselves, okay? So whoever gotta go, you could really go. Yeah,
Stop
your ass gotta go.
Stop getting...
Cherish your mom more. She won't be here forever. Dang, that just like made my heart hurt a little bit because I don't like to think about that. But you're right. You're very, 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 very right. And not even just your mom, but like the people that you love, period. Life is too short. Life is literally like, this shit is scary out here, y'all. It's getting crazier every day. We have to love on the people that love us and that we just love, period, while we here.
Sip to that because I'm already grieving right now.
Pull the wine out, baby. My wine is gone.
I'm already grieving right now.
Cherish your mom, yes, but cherish, like, I just want to expand that to the people that you love for real. Like, cherish the people in your life while we're here. I'll move past that pretty quickly, but just for real, like, cherish some people because life is crazy. Life got a funny way of just teaching you certain lessons that you really didn't want to learn, but you learned them, you know?
That was a good answer.
Thank you.
Oh, shit, no.
Oh, see that? Now they flying.
Damn, they can walk, fly, swim. What the hell can they not do?
Shut up. That's all they can't do is be damn quiet.
Perfection is a disease.
Perfection is a disease of a nation. That's a Beyonce song.
I know. So, like, for my senior speech, we had to, like, choose a topic to do, and I did perfection.
Okay.
The point of my speech was that we are not born to be perfect. Actually, we already are perfect. We are perfection itself in its human and physical form. How God created us.
That's how we're supposed to be.
Yeah, he felt like it was perfect. I think it is a disease, especially when it comes to like social media or the things you might watch on television or I don't know, because social media, think about MySpace days and then where we are now. Like with Instagram and the type of posts we see.
It's just so, everything is so accessible now. Like, perfect is like, it seems like it's right there. Somebody will post a picture, they look perfect. Little do we know behind the scenes,
Editing.
they done edited that photo so much. They done Photoshop, Facetune, Bodytune, all that stuff.
Bodytune, that's a thing?
Bodytune is a thing, baby.
Wow.
So it's like, yeah, we can look at social media very easily. Even TV, look at people's lives and be like, damn, like they live perfectly. Like, why don't I have that? Not really knowing. We don't know what is going on for real behind them scenes or behind whatever. You have to make your life perfect to your own definition. You know what I mean? Like she said, we all born perfect. So we already perfect, but life can make us feel differently. Don't let life do that. Keep feeling perfect. Keep doing what you got to do to feel happy and peace and all that, to feel perfect for yourself. And if you feel like you're perfect, you are. That's how I feel.
You're the creator of your own reality.
If you feel like you're perfect, you are. Society will make you feel like, dang, I really gotta be a certain way or look a certain way or da-da-da, whatever.
Be this skin color.
Yeah, like I've never had a butt in my whole life. I've always wanted one. It's cool, but like lately, society makes me feel like, I mean, not no more, but it was for a while making me feel like, damn, like you ain't shit without a butt. Like everybody want a butt. A lot of girls is feeling like that. A lot of girls went and got surgery. Some of them look good. Some of them BBLs is not BBLing, and that's okay. We're not gonna talk about that. But the point is, you have to find your own definition of perfect and be that for yourself.
Exactly.
And don't let nobody else tell you what they think perfect is, and you gotta feel like you gotta be like that. Be whatever is perfect to you.
So it goes back to what you have said. Be who you are.
Be
show up
who
as
you
your
are.
authentic self.
I'm starting to look like Al Sharpton. My hair is blowing back.
Oh my God. I thought you could have said. Yeah, if you giving that, I'm giving, I don't even know, Albert Einstein or somebody.
We're giving Albert Einstein. Isn't he bald? I think Al Sharpton
I think he's
is too.
bald right here, and then he has like that hair.
Oh yeah, you're
side.
definitely giving Albert Einstein. Deyjah. Dang, this is sad. I'll read this one because I already got something to say to you. You may not be pretty, but you are enough. One day you'll get it and live in it. First of all,
that's not true.
That's not true. I don't even know what you look like because your picture is not a picture, but like you're pretty. Like, you don't tell yourself that. That's the number one thing we've been talking about. What? You heard
Jay,
them? You heard them.
For real.
They said your ass is not ugly. Don't say that to yourself. Don't think that about yourself. Whatever you think about yourself first is what you're gonna be. Like, it don't matter if the whole rest of the world thinks that you're beautiful. If you think that you're ugly, you're gonna be ugly. You're gonna carry
Not
yourself.
you trying to throw shade at me.
No, but I'm saying for real. I tell you that too. Like, whatever you think about yourself first, that's what you're gonna like give off. You know what I mean? Like I tell you all the time, Deyjah, you're beautiful. When I just came up and see you, I said, hey, gorgeous girl, you ain't like that. But you are.
Weird. Compliments are weird for some people. So I get you. But I don't think you should say that about yourself. Like,
Yeah.
what about the inside? You don't have to be. Well, you are pretty on the outside. Let me just say that. Like, I don't want her to feel like, oh,
Yeah.
I gotta be one or the other. No, or he. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I think that even with what you just said, it shows that you are pretty on the inside. I cannot see you physically, but I wouldn't look at you and be like, oh yeah, you're ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But the second part is very good.
Mm-hmm.
One day you'll get it and live in it.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe one day you'll get it too.
You might do this thing that I do too, and my friends will tell me, like, they tell me all the time I need to change it because it's like a bad habit that I have. It's like, I think back to it as being, because I used to be a lot bigger than I am now, so it's like fat girl syndrome is what I call it. But it's like, I'll say something about myself before you could say it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to
like,
hurt your own feelings.
Yeah, like I'll try to.
I do that too.
Yeah, but like Lourdes and they are the main ones that'll be
Yeah.
like, stop, like, don't. Why
I
would
can see
you
that.
say that shit to yourself?
can see
Like,
that.
but it's like I don't even mean it in a bad way, but it's just out of habit in my whole life. Like, I'm gonna get that thought out before anybody else can say it to me.
Yes.
Don't be like that though. Like, because nobody else is probably even thinking that about you. That's our own thoughts getting into our own head. Don't think so badly about yourself. You beautiful. You is kind. You is smart. You is important, baby.
No, really,
And
you
for
are.
real. For
And
real.
remind yourself of that.
Every day.
Remind yourself until you believe it. Even if you don't believe it, just keep telling yourself that until you do finally believe it.
And it's going
see
to
it.
drill in your head. For real. The power of the tongue.
We love you, man.
So this one says, it's not funny, but it would be my dad does crack. It wasn't something I was prepared for. So, I mean, y'all know me at this point. Y'all know I have a drug addicted father, or like I did at least growing up. I really don't know if he's still on the shit no more, to be honest. I don't know. But, so my mom, the way she would kind of explain it to me if my dad wasn't around, she would say like he was sick. And she would have never tell me like he was on drugs or he was a crackhead or nothing like that. She would tell me like, your dad is sick, like he'll be back, whatever. Mind you, I never lived with him, so it's just like I would just be missing like maybe phone calls, you know what I mean? Like stuff that you get from your dad that don't even live with you. He just would stop. He'd be off on his little binges, whatever. My mom would always tell me he's sick. Me as a young child, I'm thinking like, what the hell? When I get sick, I don't disappear. You know what I mean? Like when I get strep throat, I don't go to school yet, but I still talk to people. So what's going on? So it's confusing, but I wouldn't have wanted to know the reality that young either. Like I feel like I learned my reality, my real reality of what was going on at a good age when I could really understand it. Because if somebody tells you certain things too young and it's before your brain can really comprehend it, you kind of come to your own conclusions about stuff. You kind of like make stuff up in your head. You assume. It's a lot of like, you know, just what the hell is going on. So I feel like I wouldn't have wanted to know that young, but I would have wanted to know maybe more so like, well, I don't know. I can't even say because I knew something wasn't right. I knew that sick shit sounded cool, but it wasn't right.
If you don't mind me asking,
Yeah.
like, and if you even cared to like just put this on here,
Oh, they know.
obviously you can cut it out. But like, so was it a thing that like before you were born, like he wasn't on drugs, or like at what age do you kind of remember asking your mom, like, you know, where's my dad, or
Yeah,
if he wasn't
so-
around as often as he should have been?
So, well, first of all, he's never really been consistent in my life just because he was on drugs before I was born.
Okay.
So really what happened was when I was born, that was really like my mom's breaking point with it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not about to raise no baby in this. So when I was born, my mom divorced my dad when I was 6 months. So he was on drugs before that, but when I was born, I came around. It's when my mom realized, like, yo, I ain't about to put up with this shit no more. I'm not putting my child through that. Like, we about to go. So I never really had to grow up like around it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was never in the house with my dad. I never really like went and visited him too much. No, nothing like that. I just knew that he just wasn't around. My mom would tell me he's sick, but I'm the youngest cousin, so my cousins would tell me what's going on.
Oh
You know
my
what
God,
I mean?
they sound like my
yeah,
family.
you know, cousins, like, they gonna tell you what's going on. Now, mind you, they still didn't tell me like picking on me or no bad, nothing like that, or I'm too young to understand. They told me at a point and in a way that I could understand, you know, what's really going on. And they was there for me too. Like, because then my cousins were really raised more like my siblings because I am an only child. So like, them was my brothers and sisters. So I would always look like, how the hell my uncle here but my daddy not here? Because they're brothers.
Right.
So they would tell me, like, they would tell me like, girl, your mama ain't gonna tell you, the adults ain't gonna tell you, but this is what the hell is going on. So I kind of had like an early warning from like a kid level, and then my mom really explained it when I got older. I would not have wanted to know it from such a young age, like all the details. So if you would rather feel like that, by all means. But I feel like protect your child's innocence as much as you can. So if you didn't know, like, I understand you not being prepared for it and it being a shock, but I also feel like you got to enjoy your childhood and have a real childhood, not worrying about what the hell your daddy doing addicted to drugs, or you know what I mean, just adult problems as a child. Just why, like, go outside and play,
because that causes you to grow up a little more
too fast. Too fast, and life hits you hard too fast. You could, you know, you could look at things differently. Like, I love seeing kids like outside playing. Like, I love seeing kids being kids,
like how we used to do.
Yeah, because it's just
Instead
like you
of
really
errors.
don't have that for too long. Like, this world is going to take that, so enjoy that while you can. That's how I feel on it. I mean, I feel like, yes, you could have wanted to be prepared for it, but I would enjoy the fact that you got to have that childhood without those adult problems beaming in, you know?
I really like that.
Yeah.
I like that answer.
Yeah,
It's a very
thank
good
you.
answer. I think
Thank
she's gonna
you.
like it too.
Thank you.
I guess I'll do I love you, you are loved.
Okay.
Like I said, growing up for me, I wasn't really affirmed of things like that. Like, you know, you are loved, you are important, you are. It sounds so weird for me to say.
But it's true
I was gonna
though,
say
like those
beautiful,
things,
but-
yeah.
Yeah.
You're so beautiful.
Jade.
She's so beautiful.
Stop it.
Sorry. I feel like that is very important. It's like, and if you don't really come from that, then you don't realize really what you're missing, because my mom always tell me she loved me. Like, my mom always, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love
Aw.
you. But when I realize,
That's so
and
cute.
it is, but when you look at different things, my mom will always express that she loves me, but she ain't never been like big on affection. You know what I mean? So
same.
sometimes, like how I just hugged you like that, like, it took me a long time to even get comfortable like doing that to people,
Yeah,
because
I do that. You saw how I did?
yeah,
It feels weird
but it's
for
like,
me.
yeah, and it's nothing bad that she did, no nothing. It's just she wasn't used to affection either. So my mom wasn't big on affection. So like, affection sometimes is a little like, what the hell you doing? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
wait, hold on now. But I always got, I love you, I love you, I love you, you're beautiful. I always got that stuff. So it's like, I know in my head, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got
like
the
it.
verbal aspect, I got the verbal affection, but physical affection sometimes it's just like, like, I'm not a big kisser. I don't, like, I like to kiss, but like, you don't have to kiss me every time we walk in and out the room. Like, if you about to leave, you don't have to kiss me goodbye. Like, I'm not big on
What?
kissing. Like,
See,
I'm
don't know
not
about
big on
that.
kissing.
Well, I mean, I guess I understand why, but it's like, for me, even though I did not receive a lot of affection, like the physical affections, like hugs, kisses, cuddles, things like that, it's in me. I know it.
no, it's in me. Like, I like that stuff, and I really like to cuddle and things like that. But like, kissing just specifically, like, I like to kiss, but I don't have to kiss as much as other people do.
If you have a husband, you're gonna want to kiss him. I think
But
that's
just
like
every time that I see you, like,
Yes.
nah. Like, my kids, yeah, because like, I include like forehead kisses and stuff like that. But like, my husband, for you to come think that you gotta kiss me every time that you about to go to the
Bruh, don't
gas
you know how they
station,
do
like,
it in the
no,
movie?
yeah, I don't need that.
What if he kissed you and then, well, God forbid, obviously, and then you find out something happens to him? You go
Well,
like,
yeah,
damn, I wish
see,
I would have kissed him. Like,
I mean,
that's why I think to show your affection, even when
Now,
they're
you're
coming
right.
in, leaving, whatever. I
You're
don't
right.
know.
No, you're right. You're not wrong. I'm just saying.
no, you're not
I'm just
wrong.
saying how I feel with that, because I was just like, my mama didn't kiss me every time she left out the house. She loved me. She gonna always tell me she loved me. You know what I mean? And I feel that love, but just the physical aspect of it wasn't always there. So it doesn't always have to be there for me now. Now, I do love cuddling, and if you want to touch up on me, baby. I like it, but I don't need it. You know, like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just different aspects that people are used to, is my point.
Yeah.
Like, love yourself, tell you that you love you, make sure that you feel loved, but
Amen.
it could be physical, it could be mental, it could be emotionally, like, whatever
Spiritual,
way, yeah,
energetically.
spiritually, however you need it, make sure you feel it. Yeah, y'all, so that was our little take on, you know, a couple things that if you could tell your younger self something, what would it be about this life, this world that we live in? It's 2023, it's a lot going on. We hope that you enjoyed our feedback. We hope that we could have, you know, answered some questions, or maybe just made you feel better about certain thoughts, or, you know, things like that.
For sure.
We love you. Make sure that you like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell notification. If you want to see Deyjah back on my channel, let me know in the comments and I will get her back on here. It doesn't have to be talking. We could go do something fun too. That girl likes to eat. She could go show me something to eat.
Yeah, for sure.
Anything. If you want to see her back, let me know. She'll be back. We love y'all. Hope you enjoy Wind Down Wednesday. Have a good night.